And welcome back to the StegoMonday #1 semi-finals or semi-finales, Papu. We're nearing the end of the bracket, the end of the tournament. We've reached the top 4. And here we have our top 2 players from the upper half of the bracket. We have spawning in the top right-hand corner of Postu, the South Korean Terran player, the blue Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the American Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Virtus Pro. It is Astrea. Here we go. The rematch is upon us. Last time these two faced off, it did actually go in favor of Astrea. So we'll see if ByuN can get his revenge. We'll see if Astrea can repeat himself, can repeat his success, and do it again. For now, though, if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's time to get your gamba going because predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Place your bets on who you think will advance on to the grand finals. Best of luck. Best of luck? Predictions? Hold up. I may have messed up. Hold on. I might have accidentally forgotten to close the last prediction. Yeah. Okay, there we go. As we are settling in, game 1 is going to be here on Post-Youth. It's going to be a gate expand into Cybercore. A bit of a more greedy opener here out of Astrea this time, which makes sense on a map like Post-Youth. You can cut corners. Likewise, Rax expand out of ByuN as well. Economic openers. Astrea slightly more greedy than normal. But outside of that, everything is looking as it should. Meanwhile, if you're in the chat, bam, we got you. There we go. Predictions are now finally open. Do apologize, I forgot to close the previous predictions. So, these ones are now open. Place your bets. Best of luck. Let's go. Let us go. I would not be surprised if this goes to the ace match. Would not be surprised if this goes all the way to game 3, but again, the pressure is on our players as the initial Reaper is moving out across the map, slipping into the main. We'll slip into the main base, going for the mineral line. Probes are under fire. Astrea forced to pull away. Stalker has arrived, and Astrea won't lose any workers. Will lose some mining time, but won't lose more than that. As ByuN is forced back. Behind this, ByuN is going 3cc. Again, he's very fond of this build, specifically on maps like Post-Youth, on maps like Side Delta. This should not be a surprise to you. It should not be a surprise to Astrea either. So 3cc, 3 racks out of ByuN. A very greedy build, considering the natural isn't even done, as the CC is on the way. Very greedy. And can Astrea punish this? That is the question. So far, Twilight Council, I do like this. Twilight Council into Blink. If Astrea does respond for Gate Blink Stalker, then he can overwhelm and just shut ByuN down. ByuN even going for the eBay before the 3rd racks as well. So being as greedy as possible. The hyper greed here by ByuN. If he gets away with it, he's going to run away with this game. Like, it's going to be insane. If he gets his 3rd base up and running, if he gets it saturated, the pressure is on Astrea. This is moving out across the map. Headed towards the main. And Astrea should be able to confirm. I say that the Marines are trying to get in position. ByuN looking for that hallucination to try and deny the scouts. Hallucination does get eyes on the eBay, on the 2 Raxes. We'll skirt around the edge, and we'll get eyes on the CC as well. So Astrea knows. He's fully aware of the build. How does he respond? Fast 3rd base. Okay. So 2-gate blink into a 3rd economic follow-up here by Astrea, which means he will not be able to punish this. I do actually favor ByuN in this position. This build from Astrea is quite economic, yes, but it's relatively standard. It's not greedy. I would not go that far. ByuN's is. Like, ByuN is cutting corners. ByuN is being greedy. As ByuN even delays his 3rd racks for the upgrade that we did mention before. 3rd racks now on the way. Factory as well. Working towards Stim. And now suddenly the pressure is on Astrea to try and slow down the push. Punishing the build isn't quite possible anymore. But he can pick away at the Marines, pick away at the Medevacs. Behind this, going for the Bay after the 3rd. after the third expansion. It is risky. Does mean his Colossus production is going to be delayed. Play Colossus. Did lose a caster, I think. Not too familiar with him. Nation gets eyes on the rest of the follow-up. Gets eyes on the bio. Lost one is finishing up, and now ByuN can break out. He breaks out of his 2-base setup. Stalkers, they have to get the hell out of here. They get 1 Marine. Third base now going to be taken. And ByuN will soon be able to sustain this army with medevacs. Oh boy. Extra on the way. Third base is about to be up and running. And I am quite concerned here for Astrea. It's going to be a tough hold for the Protoss. It's not going to be easy.
Ready for dust off.
Medevacs have arrived, and now ByuN can move out. Astrea catching a Marine. Oof. A Marine for a Stalker. Not the best trade. Does pick up a Marauder towards the end. Better pick off there for Astrea. Sentries ready, the expansion is exposed, and the goal base is going to be denied. There's no saving it. It's going to be cancelled. ByuN can keep going. Astrea supply blocks. Oh, now's not the time. We get some decent force fields. Astrea blinking in, he's crazy. Blinks in, bleeds out the Stalkers. Yeah, brutal trade there for Astrea. He's going to try to hold on. Meanwhile, the concave in favor of ByuN. Takes down the Marauders, takes down the Stalkers, going for the Colossus. Doesn't quite get it. Astrea does hold, but it cost him an expansion. It cost him so many gas-intensive units. That was 7 Stalkers and an Immortal going down, and all 3 sentries. And the problem is, because it was 3cc, ByuN, his economy is booming, and ByuN is remaxing. He's rebuilding. He only lost Marines and Marauders. It was a cheap army. ByuN can sustain those losses. Astrea less so. At least he preserved the Colossus. Now he's up to 2. 2 Colossus. Soon to be working towards a 3rd. ByuN breaking out. The main army is spotted. Astrea rotating. Getting in position. Does spot the Doom Drop. Forcing the unload. But that won't stop ByuN. ByuN, he picks up, he's going again. And Astrea will spot this. He does confirm. We'll try to keep up. Oh, Prism gets caught out. And you can see the Astrea, who was forced to recall, is being pulled apart. Yeah, ByuN, he's just swarming over Astrea here with just Mass Marine Marauder. As he has taken the supply lead, 4 CCs on the way. But Astrea, he's holding, he's keeping up. Defends the 4th, gets it up and running. Not bad. Spotter pylon going down. Astrea getting in the 2nd Widowmine. And ByuN will back off. Astrea, he's surviving. He's holding. Gets his 4th. From here, can work towards disruptors. There we go. First disruptors on the way. We should soon be seeing extra gases and a 2nd robo. There it is. 2nd robo is in production. There's the 2nd gas guy. Another gas geyser here at the gold. Astrea is building up. He's getting there. ByuN is going to be the first to max. Meanwhile, he's also in position. He's ready at the expansion. So I'll say do dive in. They go for the SCVs. Workers are falling at the same time. The main armies do clash. Get some decent force fields, buying time. Lots of swipes going up. Ooh, takes the Widowmine to the face. Leading out Stalkers. Meanwhile, Astrea, he does have eyes on the army. Nova's going to be going off. Up. Doesn't quite connect. A little bit too premature. Nova doesn't go off. ByuN pushing forward, forcing the overcharge. At the same time, Zealot Runby does get into the mineral line. A couple of SCVs are going down. Oh god. 4 SCV kills. Is committing. Nova goes off. Doesn't quite connect. Just barely not. Planetary's up and running. Zealot Runby is denied. Astrea does try to rotate between the bases. ByuN going for a Doom Drop is spotted. Oh. Astrea does have a recall and is forced to recall back home. ByuN does force Astrea back. Astrea trying to collapse on the main army. Does rally everything over. The army is spotted. Cannons are on the way. This is Astrea just walling up. Getting a ring of cannons to protect its gold. Is spotted. Astrea responding with Mass Zealot. But ByuN is going to be boosting into the main. And there's a massive opening. And the recall's on cooldown. Not like this. Astrea heavily out of position, forced to respond. Shield battery goes down. ByuN does get a handful of workers, takes down the cannon. The sea of zealots have arrived. But it's going to be a very efficient trade here for ByuN. Does lose a full medevac though. Not bad. Full medevac goes down. Never goes off. Doesn't connect. Astrea is responding. More Disruptor goes down. Big pickup. Colossus as well. Yeah, brutal losses here for Astrea, but he's diving in. He's at least trying to. Zealots chase down the Ghost. They do pick up a couple of them. Not bad. Ghosts are going down. At the same time, Astrea did lose his Colossus. Colossus were cleaned up. ByuN behind this is going to be remaxing on Liberators. Fusion cores on the way for Liberator range. Is thinking about it. And Astrea may have lost too much. Drop goes back into the main. Astrea once again out of position. Once again not ready for this. Upgrade is denied. Nova overshoots. Getting a Ghost. And ByuN once again just abusing this position. He just keeps dropping. Just over and over again. Dropping into the main. And Astrea just can't stop it. Just unable to spot it even. ByuN is remaxed. Drops back in. Recall is available. No, never mind. No energy. There we go. Recall here towards the natural. It will finish. Disruptor goes down. Still a better trade here for ByuN. And Astrea is being pulled apart. It's just a little bit too much. Massive EMPs. Storm isn't done anyway. And ByuN, he will break the center base. The gold is going to go down and ByuN can just keep going from here. Astrea does have a Zealot Runby, which can get damage down, but it's too little too late. Mineral line is going down, but ByuN gets 2 expansions. 2 mineral lines instead. 32 probes. 36 probes even. And ByuN snowballing out of control. Too many losses here for Astrea. He's all in. It's all or nothing. He's got 2 Disruptors, 2 Colossus, a good amount of Zealots. Novas do connect. Decent connections. Astrea, he's down, what, 50 army supply? Or 50 supply in general. Down to 26 workers, barely an economy, as long as it's mining. Again, Astrea was able to hold his own, but yeah, this natural base was just so abusable here for ByuN. Just non-stop drop play. Pulling Astrea apart. Astrea gonna be regrouping. Storm is now done. I mean, Storm is it's good. Storm can be amazing. But we're gonna need the most perfect storms here for Astrea. Problem is we have Marauders, they can tank storms to the face. They can take it. Astrea does trade with the army. ByuN going for another counterattack. Potentially once again another drop. Not again. ByuN does stim in. Takes down a High Templar. Trading with the Zealots. Cranky back. ByuN is just stimming into the main as well. No fear. And even if this army gets cleaned up, he's still trading well. ByuN breaks through, takes down all the Zealots, the Stalkers. EMP's the High Templar. And GG gets called. There's just too many losses, and ByuN will take game number 1. GG. ByuN will take the first game. Astrea was able to hold his own at least until the drop play got out of hand. Time and time again, ByuN just abusing that main base, dropping over and over again, and Astrea just wasn't able to stop them. Wasn't able to deny them. At least not once he lost his spotter pilots. At least not then. Meanwhile, looks like we have an update. It looks like Trap has taken down Geralt 2-0, and we have a PvZ between Shin and Trap in the lower half of the bracket. They're currently facing off on the Korean server in the lower semis. So they are mid-series. But we'll see how this story ends. Well, it looks like our players are asking for a break. Makes sense. I mean, it's getting hot, it's getting heavy, it's getting intense, Pappy. And Astrea, he's asking for a moment. So we're more than happy to give it to him. When it comes to Shin versus Trap, I believe that's being casted by potentially Enki. I think yeah, Enki is covering that series. In Spanish. And they're in game 1. Okay, they're currently in game 1. Which means, depending on how fast this series is and this game is, we might be able to jump in mid-series. It's possible. Might be able to catch the tail end of Shin versus Trap. But now they're just focusing on game 2 of ByuN versus Astrea. And again, the pressure is on. This time we're going to be loading into a much more standard map. We're done with post-youth. We're done with the nonsense that can be that map. And we're instead loading into Oceanborn. Let's go. You can hear the beeps. We are jumping on in. Buenas noches, amigo. Aha, buenas noches, papi. Buenas noches. Good to see you. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos, papi. Are loading in. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion, leading the series 1-0. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Virtus Pro. It is Astrea. We go. As ByuN is going to be moving out across the map real quick with that SCV, and he has options. He will most likely come in. Okay, he's coming in for a scout. I was going to say most likely moving in for an eBay block at the natural. as ByuN does spread around the edge of the map. But he's actually rallied into the natural base. So this is just a way to get an economic lead early on, as the SCV has arrived, and the eBay is being thrown down. Now, depending on how late Astrea scouts the natural, if it's a little bit too late and if there's too much progression on the eBay, then he's going to be forced to expand elsewhere, at the triangular third location. On this map, there's only one third base option. The linear third is very exposed and very vulnerable. It's just not typically worth it. Astrea does check. And yeah, Astrea is going to be forced to expand elsewhere. Oh, never mind. Sorry, he is making the Zealots. Okay. So Astrea is going to be going for a delayed expansion and is forced to invest into a Zealot early on. Meanwhile, across the map, the probe does get locked in. Astrea confirming the build. Does recall the probe to safety. Just barely. From here, the game will continue. I mean, this is still good damage from ByuN. He's going to be canceling the eBay. We'll get that refund. And it does force just a more inefficient opener out of Astrea. It delays the expansion, delays the probe production as well, forces out a Zealot. Denies some mining time. Not bad. Okay, we're good. Meanwhile, behind this, we do have a more standard follow-up. It's going to be a Ranks Factory Expand into Starport. This time, there's no crazy fast 3rd CC. As a reminder, last game, ByuN did open up 3CC 3-Max, or I should say 3CC into a fast eBay into +1 into a 3-1-1 setup. But did just go for a very greedy, very, crazy build last game. Very risky, that's what I was going for. This time, less so. I do apologize, I'm a little bit out of it. I'm a little bit fatigued. I got like 4 or 5 hours sleep today. I tweeted out, or I posted even in Discord earlier, how this event suddenly began. Like, it was like this wasn't necessarily the most planned tournament, so I didn't know what was happening. I knew that there was no Ursasaurus Cup, but I wasn't sure if there was going to be a replacement tournament. So last night I stayed up a little bit longer than normal, and so this morning I'm woken up by like notifications on my phone, like, oh, there's a cast. It's like, okay, I guess there is. So a little bit more fatigued than normal, but it's fine. It's fine. As the drop has arrived, gets superb so far. The army is going to be forced back. Medevac does escape. Behind this is going to be Blink. Twilight counts with the Blink. Just 2 gates. So it looks like 2-gate Blink into... Oh, I was going to say 2-gate Blink into a third, but it looks like Astrea, he does prioritize gases, and he will be taking up first before expanding. So 2 gateways into a bay, into a third nexus. With this, Astrea will have slightly faster Colossus. He's working towards the Colossi. Observer moving out, we'll get eyes on the 111, sorry, the 211, and more importantly, get eyes on the researching tech lab. So Astrea, he is aware of the Cloak Banshees. Now, unfortunately, he wanted to use the Robo to produce the Colossus, of course, because there's Cloak Banshees on the way that will have to kind of disrupt and delay the Colossus. So he only has, oh, never mind. I was going to say he only has the 1 observer, but he does have a 2nd observer out on the map as well. Yeah, 2nd observer in the main, so he's okay. Should be fine. The observer, sorry, the Banshee is spotted. The 2 Banshees do meet up. is ready. First Colossus pops out. So far, so good. You see Astrea trying to hunt down those Banshees. Looking for them. ByuN playing it safe. Does skirt around the edge. And Astrea is still looking for them. He wants the Banshees. Spotter pylons towards the right, the main army towards the left. Still building on more Colossus, and ByuN is going for a third CC. So he's not going for a 2-base all-in, is expanding, is taking a third. And that means we can calm things down. Means we can build up and head towards the mid-game. As the Banshees, they are barely spotted by the pylon. Curious if Astrea did notice. Getting in position. Cloak Banshees going for the sentries. Ooh, but there is detection. One sentry goes down. Oh, he wants another. He gets it. He gets all three. 3 sentries for 2 Banshees. Not the worst trade for ByuN, but I'm sure he won a little bit more. Oh, but that does mean that force fields won't be available. Oh, no force fields to slow down the army. Struggling here out of ByuN. Let's push forward. Catching the observer. See Astrea trying to respond with a Dark Shrine. Bold move. See if he can get there. As ByuN, he does push through the center. His goal here is to distract the main army. Double jump towards the left-hand side. Headed towards the natural. There's one cannon in position. Just a cannon though. Astrea does respond in time. He pulls away. Robo's under fire. The Robo! Robo is going to go down. Massive pickup. ByuN, he picks up. He gets away. Consolidating his forces. Just 2 Colossus to defend. No Immortals, no Disruptors. ByuN, he doesn't go for the kill. He pulls back. I don't blame him. The 4th base was delayed. So he retreats for now. Calms things down. We'll just build up. Meanwhile, the Dark Shrine is done. DTs are waddling in. We have 1 DT towards the natural, 1 DT towards the 3rd, and the War Prison towards the main. And the DTs, they are getting damage done. Getting up to 8 SCVs. First DT does fall. Oh, the scan takes down 2 Dark Templar. A little bit mistimed there from Astrea. More scans being spent. The DTs are going to be shut down, but not before killing 12 SCVs. Getting even more. Getting 13. 13 SCV kills, forcing another scan. It's been okay damage. It's okay. Hasn't been bad. 13 SCVs. What was that, like 4 scans? And again, ByuN was forced to stay at home to defend. So his move out was delayed. Astrea stabilizing. First Disruptor has arrived. Let's go. Disruptor has made it. ByuN going for a Doom Drop. He's in position back at home. And now he's going for the 4th. Astrea, he's ready for this though. He's in position. Does deflect. Meanwhile, at the same time, a shout out to Express Karma in the chat. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. And welcome to the semifinals of the StegoMonday #1. It is a new tournament series. I mean, I say series, it could be one. Depends on when the off-season does conclude. But a shout out to Proto Stegosaurus for hosting this event, for organizing, and for running it. Big shout out. Very passionate fan of StarCraft. Very passionate fan. The Samai's force was going to throw down. Nova goes off. Big connection. Astrea popping up. Well, second over, less so. Does miss the main army. But regardless, a better start to the fight. Astrea's maxed out. ByuN still on 3 bases. But even though the army is maxed, Astrea, what kind of army composition is he working with? It's mainly Zealots. Mainly Zealots. Only 2 Disruptors. Only 2 Colossus. Just very minimal splash damage for Astrea. He's got 34 Zealots. My god. That's a lot of Zealots. And Astrea can try to collapse in. +3 is on the way. ByuN now establishing his 4th. Scan reveals the Zealots. Converging over in time. Nice EMPs. Straight pulling back. Shaving off some units. But ByuN does hold. ByuN it does hold. And with that, ByuN is also going to be able to max out. Engage with heavy fire composition with Ghosts. 3 3s on the way. +1 ship weapons. No liberated production yet. He doesn't need it. And again, I'm still really concerned about the low disruptor count. Catches out some of the bio. But I'm still feeling just really uneasy about the main army. There we go. Stargate's on the way. Astrea is thinking about Sky Toss. Does have a bank. Storm is almost done as well. But he has no High Templar gathering energy. Just now warping one in. It's kind of an awkward game state. It looks like Astrea almost wasn't really anticipating this to progress the way that it has been. He wasn't ready for ByuN to be this defensive. So now Astrea is teching, but the tech does feel a little bit late. It feels like Astrea has been stuck with an army that he just hasn't really been able to use. It's a Viking. Snipes a Ghost. And because that, I feel like if ByuN ever decides to move out, he can take it to Astrea. Like, he can fight this. Astrea slipping into the main. Will be able to unload, but the prism goes down. Prism goes down. More Stargates are on the way. Scan reveals all the Stargates, so ByuN's fully aware. And what I'm emphasizing here is that Astrea needs time. Astrea needs time to get into all these Tempests, and ByuN is aware. ByuN is fully aware of that Skytoss transition. Getting into +2. Advanced ability, or we do have Liberated range on the way as well. The non-stop scans. ByuN confirms the Tempest. And Astrea knows that he knows. Still stuck with this army. Astrea, I'm sure he wants a trade. I'm sure he wants to free up some supply. As ByuN just has to focus on Viking and Ghost production. Just to make sure he has those EMPs ready. And Astrea just hasn't really been able to find any damage here. Okay, does poke in through the center, but there are tanks in position. ByuN does respond. ByuN establishing a 5th expansion, which is a terrifying thought. But Astrea, he hasn't really been able to apply any pressure. He's been patrolling, but not much more than that. Yeah, he's ready for the solid run by. Does defend. We have Neo Steel frames on the way. High-sec auto tracking. All the upgrades. ByuN is walling up. I do still stand by. I said like, what, 5 minutes ago that I feel like ByuN could have moved out and could have broken Astrea. This was back when Astrea had 2 disruptors. But last ByuN, he played it safe. He got a 4th, and now we're reaching a far later game state here. Strap yourselves in. It's we're walling up. We're slowly cutting the map in half. We have walls of cannons and shield batteries being set up here at the 4th, at the 5th, at the 6th base even. All the expansions. ¿Por qué los dos? This is just designed to buy some time. Storms are coming in. Oh my god, massive storms. Shut down the fire. They get a ghost. And we're even leapfrogging forward with the cannons and shield batteries. Oh no. We've seen this before. The slow siege here from Astrea. Leapfrogging forward here with the side defense. Turning it into the static attack. Let's go. Setting up these outposts. I mean, ByuN is doing the same, but soon to be with planetaries. Setting up something similar. Setting up. Yeah, orbitals are morphing in. +3 air attack. More liberators. ByuN is at least being somewhat active. And some of these fringe bases have yet to be taken. ByuN does want the mothership. Oh, it does force a recall. Oof, and yeah, this army is going to be cleaned up. Recall is on cooldown. That is something that ByuN can make use of, but doesn't really have much counterattack potential. Loses the triple drop. Astrea, he does not get eyes on the new would-be expansion. Is that the mother? I was like, was that the mothership? As Astrea is actually taking a base over his opponent. Taking one of ByuN's expansions. Taking it. Astrea pulling away. Getting into more Tempest. In total, it is how many? It is going to be 6 Tempest for Astrea. I'm still a little bit concerned about the lack of disruptors. It is only 2. Lightning Storm's coming in. Templar goes down. Yeah, 2 disruptors, 6 High Templar. So Astrea relying a lot more here on Storm instead. Scan reveals expansion. I don't think ByuN was actually aware of this base, but now he knows. Astrea has a decent bank. She has a bank to work with. Get caught out. Astrea just throwing away more probes, freeing up supply. Expansion is going to go down. And Astrea just can't really do much to save this. Coming in from behind. There he goes off. Up. Good connection. If only we had more Novas, just saying. it's only 2. Feels so greedy. Astrea is setting up. Mothership is ready. Can go for the recall. Nuke in the center of the map. Clearing up the side defense. Sentries, they try to save it. Up! Can they? Ghost goes down! And the nuke is denied just barely. Whew. Denied. Zealous, they do get on top of the tank. Taking down the turret. I do favor ByuN here as the initiator. Jesus, how many Vikings does he have? He's up to 24 Vikings. He will annihilate the Skytoss army. What about the ground toss? That's the real question. What about the army on the ground? Astrea sniping a couple of those Vikings. Not bad. Bring in. Astrea pulling back. I kind of want to see ByuN also throw down turret lines as well. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen that as he's taking top right. More live shots going up, getting a Viking, getting a lid. Temper shots, I mean. You on nuke, it looks like it will connect. Up! Yeah, nuke is going off. Takes down some of the cannons. ByuN looking to gain ground. More of the expansion is being taken. And again, you can see the power here of the Tempest, just getting some free Vikings. Down to 13 Vikings from 24. Cutting the Viking count in half. And again, just really efficient trades out of Astrea. EMP going up. Astrea holds his own. Well, meanwhile, the Zello, he will get a kill in the CC. Tempest moving forward. ByuN out of position. He's going for the base trade. And ByuN, he's run out of patience. CC did burn down. And ByuN is setting everything right down mid. He thinks about it. Going for the nuke. Oh my god. Ghost gets denied. ByuN turns back. Getting thought about committing, but alas, it was a little bit too late. So back up to 27 Vikings. Up! Has built back up. Rotating once again. Still looking for a way in. Meanwhile, Astrea's got 333. It's got all the upgrades. ByuN is still getting there. Working on +3 vehicle weapons. Sorry, vehicle plating. Straight poking forward. Now, what's important here, even though Astrea has a massive bank, he's got 11k, 9k. Like, his bank is insane. Despite that, bearing in mind, it does take a long time to rebuild Skytoss. So if ByuN takes a very decisive fight, if he takes a very decisive engagement, he can snowball out of control and just keep breaking bases. He can just get out of hand and go into the main, camp the production. Things can go south real quick as, oh my god, the storms are insane. It shuts down the mineral line, 10 SCVs go down. Oh, gets a big EMP. That's a Tempest. That's a 1 Tempest going down. The mule hammer is real. That's a lot of mules. He does mule the fresh expansion. We're running out of resources on the map. You can see the mineral line is mined out. In the initial 4-base setup. Astrea still out trading. Remember, Astrea, he was kind of born in the flames of the NA region with Neeb, with Scarlet. He's ready to embrace a 40-minute game if need be. Don't test him. Astrea, he'll do it. He'll like it. Does connect. Vikings, oh, diving in. Gonna be denied, and nuke goes off. See another nuke here towards the south. Observer goes down. Okay, good trades here from ByuN. You can catch the transfer of workers. Oh, EMP goes off once again. See the Vikings, they're hungry for a fight. They want it. And yeah, this time we just rally in. ByuN, he's gonna commit. Storms are going up. Vikings, they should clean up all the Tempests. And is there another storm? Are there any disruptors? As ByuN, he will break through, takes out every single disruptor, denies the Novas, one after the other. Good storm, as reinforcements are coming from behind. Astrea will hold. And Astrea, what does he remax on? But now, Tempest. He's making 6 Tempests at a time. That's a lot of Tempest. ByuN pulls away. Meanwhile, Astrea has broken the expansion again. He was able to remax that much faster. Had the better bank. Now, Astrea's remax is with mainly gateway. It's just purely gateway units. It's just Mass Stalker Zealot, which is why Astrea rebuilds so quickly. And ByuN needs time. More time, leading out of CC. Astrea can try to go for another. Oh my god, the storms are brutal. Storms are coming in. Templar have arrived. Mass snipe. I'm gonna say Tempest had arrived. The Tempest, they're back. Prison rallies in. ByuN gaining ground once again. The Tempest are trading just so well, so efficiently. And Astrea, he should be able to take this. He does blink forward. I say that the EMPs are once again brutal. Vikings, they go ham, they shut down the Tempest. And it looks like ByuN, he will take the fight. Takes down every single Tempest. Vikings are low, but it's barely enough. Up. I say that more Tempests are coming in. Astrea plummeting in supply. And Astrea, he needs to rebuild, he needs to remax. Does have that bank. Losing the expansion. Charge goes off. He wants that northern expansion. Catching two of those Vikings. Still a very tense fight. Astrea, he still has to rebuild though. He has to remax. He's making two disruptors at a time. Only two robos. He's not really set up for this. Yeah, he will claim the expansion. He's running out of money, by the way. Like, Astrea still has an economy, still has saturation, or still can saturate. ByuN less so. Astrea has been burning through his mineral bank at least. Temper shots are going off. Minus 300, minus 300. The storm once again on the Vikings. Big storm's going up. It looks like there's two storms left. Soon to be three. Yeah, just really careful play here from Astrea. Has to take it slow. ByuN getting another expansion up and running. ByuN has the greater mineral lead. That I was not expecting. How many? 25 Vikings. Nova's going up. Ooh, massive connections. Uh-oh. ByuN running into the storm as well. Nice EMP. No storms left, but here comes the ground army. Yeah, ByuN bleeding out far too much, taking Novus to the face. Storm on the Vikings. ByuN pulling back to the safety of those Tempest. Sorry, of those Liberators, but the Tempest have arrived. Can target down the Vikings, target down everything actually. Does feel like Astrea should have done it from here. He should have broken his opponents, but ByuN, he has mining, he has saturation. He's rebuilding. The splits. Oh my god. For every split that we get, we do have a massive storm as well though. Astrea still just outpacing his opponent. Expansion fully saturated. Just going down. And even though Astrea has been trading better, he has burned through his mineral bank. He has plenty of gas, don't get me wrong, but not too many minerals to work with anymore. ByuN is still in this. As long as he has that fresh expansion. I say fresh. Ooh, down to 4 patches. Ooh, oh my god. The Novas. Nova goes off. ByuN late to react. Are going down. Snipes going up. ByuN committing once again. Oof. Novas don't connect. Novas barely throw, but ByuN does overextend. Leading out Ghosts. And look at how many sheer Archons there are. The Archon count is insane. Storm here on the Vikings. The army blinks forward. Archons pushing through. And the Liberators are finally going to be cleaned up. Novas don't connect though. Not quite. Oh. I spoke too soon. Better connection towards the end. ByuN stimming in. A lot of this will come down to the spellcasters. The Vikings are that much less effective. You can see ByuN, he has a comparable army size, but the Vikings, there's not really much for them to do. There's no Tempest yet. They're coming. Oh, no, oh my god, that was the connection. GG gets called as ByuN takes it to the face, and we are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. Oh my god. What a way to end the game with a massive Nova going off. cleans up the entire army, and just like that, we're going to the ace match. Let's go. We're going all the way to game 3. Whew, GG. That was a 36-minute game. Oh my god. I was falling apart, Pop. I was falling apart. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Game 3. ByuN. Oh my god. Actually, un momento. Our players are asking for a moment. Fully understandable. Our players are asking for a small break to understand it. And I'm gonna quickly get something to drink as well. Hold on, just catching up with the chat. I can't believe they're both broke now. I mean, yeah, they mined out the entire map. They spent their banks as well. Very close game towards the end. No. And we'll need a moment. We'll need a moment. I'm gonna go try and get something, try and get a pick-me-up. So we'll be back soon for the grand final, for the ace match of this series. See you guys in a couple of moments. Hope you were able to enjoy that break, as we did need a moment. We did need a bit of a reprieve in between these matches as we are jumping into the ace match, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ByuN. We have our South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the American Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Virtus Pro. It is Astrea. Okay, we're good. We are good. Again, that was an intense game number 2, when the distance here between Astrea and ByuN, the entire map was mining out. The players were broke. It went the distance, but Astrea did barely come out on top. Has forced the ace match, and are we ready to do that all once again? We're loading into ByuN, a very large map, a lot of bases to be taken. We could end up in a similar scenario. Similar, but not quite the same. The map is a little bit larger, it's a little bit more spread out, not as congested, but we'll see how our players will approach this. I did notice earlier someone saying watch ByuN proxy racks in game 3. 100%. I was fully on board, I was expecting it, but no, the racks has been thrown down back at home. No proxy, not yet. No proxy at ByuN, but it is going to be a double gas. Okay, double gas opener, it's going to be a faster factory, it's going to be a delayed CC. With this ByuN, he can open up with a Water Mine drop, he can go for a double Cyclone aggression, he can go into a 1-1-1 in towards Cloak Banshee. What's it going to be? ByuN has options. Does have options. Factory has been placed. As we did mention, it's going to be a delayed expansion out of ByuN. And Astrea did get eyes on both gases. So Astrea knows. Astrea is aware. He's aware that ByuN is going to be a little bit more tech-heavy in the early game. So ball to the he did take the ball to the face. Did happen. Hello, Iron Ring to the chat. Canuck Prime. Bienvenidos. Ophidian as well. But again, that final game, I mean, a lot of it did come down to the remaxes of Astrea. I was really concerned by his lack of splash damage, but hey, the Storms and the Novas, they were good enough. But now we can focus on the ace match. For now, it's going to be a Twilight Council opener out of Astrea, working towards Blink. Reaper will scout, should be able to confirm. I say that it's going to be zoned away. Reaper is forced back. ByuN barely did not scout the tech. But ByuN, he will juke the Adept, does go back into the main, and comes in with the follow-up scout. Forcing lost mine time.
Are under attack.
getting a probe kill. Likewise, SCV goes down across the map as well. And ByuN, does he scout the tech? It looks like he will. Yeah, apparently does. Gets eyes on the Twilight Council. ByuN knows. Meanwhile, across the map, the CC is delayed by the Adept for at least a couple of seconds. From here, our players are building up. Second gateway's on the way. And when it comes to the opener of ByuN, it looks like he is opening up initially Cyclone into the Medevac. Fast Tech Lab on the factory. Interesting. Going for the add-on swap. Ooh, going Cloak Banshee. Or even regular Banshee. Interesting. Okay, we did mention it when it comes to the potential builds that ByuN could have gone for. He's going for that add-on swap. Tech Lab on the starport. And the Banshee is on the way. So Cloak Banshees have been very trendy in this matchup over the past couple of months. I say a couple months, over the past year of play. ByuN's been quite fond of it. A lot of the Korean Terran players have. So he's embracing those Cloak Banshees. Meanwhile, dropping towards the natural. Astrea is somewhat in position, leading out a probe. Oh! He's out a worker. Going for the medevac. One Stalker goes down. No shield battery. Uh-oh. Yeah, no shield batteries to defend, which means ByuN is going to trade quite well here. Gets 3 probe kills. Almost a 4th, but not quite. That could have been so much worse. Astrea does barely hold on. Did cost some Stalkers, though. 3 Stalkers for Marines, a medevac, and a Cyclone. And remember, ByuN isn't done. Here come the Banshees. One towards the left, the other towards the right. Cloak is soon to finish. And Astrea's in the dark. He's throwing down some spotted pylons, spreading out his army, moving out for a counterattack. He is going for 3-gate blink into a 3rd. He can apply some pressure, but he shouldn't be able to break ByuN. ByuN is prepared. We have the tank in position. Tank in the main, bunker on the low ground. Banshee has arrived. No detection! Uh-oh. The Observer out of position, does turn back around, but that's going to be 5. That's going to be 6 probe kills, 7! 7 probes going down. Well worth it here for ByuN, and he's not done. Remember, that was only the first Banshee. There's still the other. Still that one extra Banshee. Astrea does unload. We'll get a handful of SCVs. Nice control. 3 SCV kills. But still not quite enough. Oh, getting a 4th. Okay, 4 SCV kills. Not bad. Not bad. Behind this, Astrea, of course, expanding. He is recovering. Very crucial that Astrea was able to get some kind of counter damage as the game will settle down. Banshee now moving out towards the 3rd. Astrea getting across the map. As a reminder, behind this Astrea, he's teching, he's working towards charge, +1. 4's on the way, Astrea he places the natural. Gets 1 SCV before pulling away. Banshee slipping in. Astrea this time is ready for it. Yeah, more than prepared. Oh, oh my god. Barely doesn't get the Banshee though. Barely not. So Astrea is in position. There's no Bay, there's no Storm. There we go. Bay is now on the way. It should be for Colossus. Astrea, he's working towards it. The army does unsiege, which means Astrea he blinks in. 3 SCVs. 3, 4, up to 5 SCV kills. Astrea gets away, very nice damage. As he delays the move out, ByuN will go for a drop. It's going to be a double drop on the right hand side. Upgrades are finishing up. And unfortunately, Astrea has no scouting pylon here. No pylon, no observer. It's going to be a late reaction for Astrea. Now, he does have a recall, but the Nexus does not have energy. Oh. No energy on the Nexus. We'll have to reactively warp in. Drop does hit the main. The Artosis pylon is exposed. And Pylon goes down. The gateways are depowered. And Astrea is in trouble. He has to rotate around, keeping up with the main army. Nice force field. Oh, catching a lot of Marines. Very nicely done. It's a good chunk of Marines going down. And Astrea holds. At the same time, Banshee gets shut down as well. 6 probe kills is good. But at the same time, warping into the main base gets 3, up to 4 SCVs as well. Oh! 4 CV kills. Prism gets away. Just barely. Astrea, he's keeping up. Moving out with this main army, Astrea, he does spot the medevacs. Does spot them. And it looks like he will get one. One medevac goes down. The other will escape. Astrea getting a 4th Nexus. And just calming down. He pulls away, calms things down. First Colossus is done. Second one's on the way. Oh, the Prism gets sniped. Nice positioning there by ByuN. And Astrea shouldn't be able to move out here. He gets punished for being active. Nice Colossus wipes. ByuN unable to get this around. The force fields are brutal. And the force fields, they lock down the main army. They deny ByuN. Drop is spotted. Observer gets sniped. But you can see Astrea getting positioned in his main base. He did spot the drop earlier. ByuN doesn't commit though. Looks like he knows he got spotted. Yeah, so he does unload. Good reactions out of ByuN. Does unload, does calm things down. Likewise, Astrea getting his 4th base up and running with the high yield gas geyser. And now he is spreading himself a little bit thin. And ByuN can take advantage of that. But now though ByuN is unaware, he hasn't scouted. He's making his way towards the 3rd. Runs into the Colossus. So far, ByuN unable to find a way in. And Astrea, he's maxing out. He's maxing out. He has the better economy. No disruptors yet, which is a little bit concerning. Second robo's on the way. For splash damage, Astrea, he's just relying on Colossus. There's no storm either. No storm, no disruptors. But Astrea should be working on it soon. He should be. This Prism has arrived. Astrea supply block. Getting to +3. See Astrea getting ready for a massive Zealot counterattack. Scan does reveal the Zealots though. They're making 2 disruptors at a time. They're coming. Zealot Rumba gets called out. That's a lot of Zealots. Oh my god. Massive mine shots. EMP as well. Astrea bleeding out a lot of supply. Once again, the game is calming down. ByuN will hit the 5th, but Astrea can come in from behind. Oh, can ByuN get out of here? But he does leave behind 3 ghosts. 3 ghosts go down, dropping into the main. Cannon will buy some time. At the same time, we have Zealots across the map as well. SCVs are falling. And Chaos across the map forces a recall. ByuN will escape. Zell's still getting more SCVs though. That's 10 SCV, kills the Medivacs! Medivacs are caught out! Only one Medivac survives. ByuN plummets in supply. Astrea has momentum, he's maxed. He can push. Oh. ByuN's in trouble. His tanks are in position. Astrea, he wants them. Dives on in, gets the first tank. Nova goes up. Good connection. All three tanks do fall. Oh my god, Marauder's taking some big Novas. And Astrea, he knows he has momentum, he will be pushing forward. Nice EMP though. EMP does connect. Astrea waiting for those disruptors, still relying on a heavy Zealot composition. Boss is doing well. Nice hold position micro. Getting another ghost. Astrea still max, getting his fourth base back up and running. And ByuN down to 3 Vikings. And Astrea, he does outposition ByuN. He's going for the planetary. Planetary should go down. Nova goes up. Ooh, big connection. Sends back the army. Gets a ghost. Planetary does hold. Impressive. Takes down 3 disruptors as well. Ooh. Yeah, Astrea does overextend. Losing 3 disruptors. ByuN fighting back. Saves the expansion. Meanwhile, Astrea, he's hoping to dive on the main army. Yeah, he does catch ByuN out. Yeah, this time, no tanks. No Widowmines either. The Zealots, they take a lot of EMPs to the face, but they take down the ghosts. Still a worthwhile trade. Trading minerals for gas. Nor as they come in for a flank. Never goes up. Ooh, does connect. Astrea kiting well. ByuN still trying to recover his economy. Does get a 5th. That's his main, by the way. Does put his main over. That's how much kind of pressure he's been under. The base is exposed. No planetary. But Astrea, he's kept busy. Kept busy with the main army. No War Prism. No counterattack. Astrea, he's going for that fresh base though. He does scout. Does confirm. Knocking down the rocks, rotating over. At the same time, ByuN splitting up his army. Astrea, where does he maneuver? His Zealot Rabbi is getting ready here on the right hand side. Astrea catching out ByuN. Again, ByuN's army is split. Coming in from behind. Zealot Rabbi does hit the mineral line. SCVs are going to be going down. Astrea, he does commit. Workers are falling. Novas are connecting. ByuN is forced to respond. 11 SCV kills. Astrea, he's controlling this well. He actually recalled. Interesting. Oh. Did recall towards the right-hand side. It looks like he was a little bit afraid of a counterattack. He expected the army on the right-hand side to push, but it didn't. So a bit of a waste of a recall. That is concerning. Yeah, Astrea, he throws down a wall of cannons and shield batteries once he realizes he is vulnerable. No recall left. And he goes for the blink. Colossus under fire. Nova goes up. Big connection. Oh, no! Oh my god! ByuN caught out! Some rough pathing. Very rough pathing there. And Astrea, he's doing it! He's so close to bringing down ByuN again! It was what, last week or 2 weeks ago where Astrea brought down ByuN in Orsosaurus Cup. And he do it again 2 weeks in a row. Ooh, a little bit trigger happy. Astrea panicking a little bit. Zealots, they hit the expansion, but there are units in position. ByuN will defend. Once again, though, a better connection. The Novas are resetting. ByuN is holding. He's rebuilding, remaxing. ByuN has been up against the wall, but he's holding on. Just needs a little bit more time here. Meanwhile, this time going for a DT counterattack. Blink is not done. DT's waddle in. EMP does connect. And this is an expensive run by here for Astrea. Not really worth it. I mean, does get 13 SCVs. Does get some damage. ByuN collapsing in. Novas don't quite connect. So many disruptors going to be going down. Yeah, Astrea caught with his pants down. Get some decent connection, but that's what? 5 disruptors falling. Astrea plummeting in supply. Force back, has a wall of cannons. Zealots say deny the 4th, or deny the 6th even. They deny the expansion. Getting to another mineral line. Astrea likewise forced to cancel. But more SCVs are falling. ByuN, he's all in. His economy's being crippled down to 40 SCVs. Down to 35. We'll take down an expansion, but it doesn't matter. Astrea, he's expanding towards the north. He has a backup base. And ByuN does not. ByuN down to 32 SCVs. Again, Astrea had a rough moment there, losing all of his disruptors, but the Zealots, the run-bys, they've been pulling ByuN apart. We mentioned earlier how this base was not a planetary because it was his main floated over, so he was vulnerable. And Astrea had to take advantage of him. Moving out towards the right-hand side. He's going for the CC. ByuN out of position. Does spot the Zealots, though. And this is going to be a rough loss for Astrea, losing all these Zealots. But Astrea, he gets a kill. He gets the CC. And that matters more. The Zealots, they get recalled. The Zealots are safe. Astrea turns back around, and ByuN is all in. I mean, ByuN, he was already all in, but he's sending everything across the map. How much does he have? 6 Ghosts. 6 Vikings. Astrea, he's racing him back home. And Astrea will get there first. Meanwhile, another Zealot run by. Going for the natural. Or for the 3rd. Astrea forced to turn around. The expansion is spotted. ByuN, he can go for the mineral line. Uh-oh. This is Astrea's most important mining base. The base is going to be denied. Astrea expanding on the right-hand side instead. At least Astrea saves most of the workers. Does save the probes. I mean, it's still a very tense situation because even though ByuN's economy is almost non-existent, ByuN still has a comparable army. He can still win a fight and snowball from there. ByuN, he still has a chance. He is still in this. Astrea, long distance mining. Now getting his base up running on the right hand side. Throwing down the wall of cannons and shield batteries. Going for the gold. Meanwhile, Astrea does get into the main. Came to the production. Nova's going up. Oh my god. 3 ghosts go down. The ghosts. No. The Novas are too good. And Astrea, he shuts down the main army. He takes a massive fight. And even though ByuN had a chance, not anymore. Not like this. And ByuN, it's happening again. He's falling here in the semifinals. Falling to Astrea. 2 weeks in a row. Astrea, he resets the ghost count. He has so many disruptors. He has so many balls. The balls are popping off. Astrea does have to go to overextend. There's still a lot of ByuN. Still a lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders. There it goes up. Big connection. Oh my god. And the Novas, they have been insane. They have resets. The connection's just far too good. And ByuN has no sustain. With that, his final fight, his final stand. And That's all that ByuN had left. GG gets called. Astrea will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. Let's go. GG, well played. Astrea will take the series, will advance on. Congratulations, 2 weeks in a row, Pop. Calm down. GG, well played. Astrea does make it to the grand finals, and he's now up against... who exactly? I'm not too sure. He's up against Trap in a PvP. Oh boy. It's going to be a Protoss versus Protoss finals. It looks like Trap took down Shin 2-0, and Trap has made it here to the best